Hey everybody, what is going on? This is the first war of Season 6. We are going up against the Scrolls again. We've fought these guys before. They're pretty tough. This is my old alliance, and so I know a couple of the guys in there. I was with them for one season. I'm taking in Sentry, Aegon, and Vision. This is looking to be a pretty solid team for this season. Potentially going to get Vision out if I can rank 5 Aegon soon. The reason being is that I need someone for the bleed node until I can get Aegon, I think, to rank 5. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Sentry is the main attacker here. If you guys are looking for Aegon gameplay, not quite yet in Alliance War. I just don't have... I'm just not quite there yet. I've got all my updated graphics, so the data is in. Believe it or not, Gwenpool actually makes the list here, and she is the champion that I fight here. So not a big deal. Go up against this Gwenpool. I got the class disadvantage, but I'm not too worried. I am taking advantage of the mastery respec, so I'm going on suicides for arena grind and changing to ideal mastery setup for Sentry. I'll take the perfect block right now. I'd prefer to not waste too many, not take any chip damage while I'm in these easy diversity fights, and she goes down pretty easy. So moving on to node 33. Node 33 is that Plagued Mind, Bleed Immune, Limber node. It can catch you, and that's why a lot of people have been putting Rogue on this. I've seen Rogue a lot, to be honest. Quite a bit, but this time it's a science champion, so I'm wondering if it's an Electro. If it is, I do have Pacify spec'd in, but the Limber is going to be a problem. I think this is a good node for Electro, to be honest, but I got these kind of connection problems, but I decided to go for it anyway. Usually my connection's pretty stable, so I wasn't too worried. Turns out it's Miles Morales, so actually pretty good placement, I think. If you're going to play some Miles Morales, you know, it's probably a good idea to put him on a Limber node. The only issue though is that you want to kind of force him to throw specials, right? And the special lock 1 here is kind of incentive to not throw specials, if that makes any sense. So I'm not really going to throw any specials because I'd rather use the willpower healing from that special lock 1. I do almost get hit there, but he throws a special rather than punish me. He could have punished me there. So it looks like I'm out of parries, so I'm just taking the block damage and using willpower to heal back up, and it's not a big deal. And Miles Morales is definitely going to die because I'm not going to use any, he's not going to evade anymore because I'm not going to use any specials. And so he uses his special too, and I go in for the kill here, get my, almost could have gotten my 3rd reality warp, unfortunately don't, but we move on to node 40. This is where it starts to get tough in this particular war. This, I'm pretty sure. Let's look at his PI. It's really hard to say. I should get Scouter Lens at some point, but I think this is a 565 Mephisto. So I don't know. It looks like I'm gonna throw on my boosts. I throw on the health boost. Do I throw on the health boost? No, I think it's just I throw on the 10%, I think, because I had a bunch of them. Yeah, I'm not super worried about what am I trying to say here? I'm not super worried about the Incinerate damage. The Incinerate damage isn't that bad if you just back off. And this node, I did think potentially he could get to a special 3, in which case I would be able to tank it with Sentry, because the debuff, I'm pretty sure the debuff, well, that power lock wouldn't count towards a signature ability, but we'll never know because this node's pretty easy. So 23,000, I can't tell if it's a 565. I really don't know. Potentially it's not, but 455 in any case, and that Incinerate damage is pretty intense, so I just back off, no problem. And actually the power gain is actually working in my favor because he throws his special and I'm able to punish it. He gets the aura again, and he's able to throw another special, and I'll just dodge that and go in and punish him. I'm in the perfect block stance now, which is actually pretty crazy. I should be taking advantage of it, but I'm not. It looks like I'm fighting through it. Just wanted to get to his healing stage and cancel that out first, but I don't know. I probably should have just used it, but it seemed like the fight was going okay, just trying to push him to his side of the wall using my basic attacks. And he goes down, and also keep in mind that now that I have 4 reality warps, my crit rate and crit damage have gone up, so that's why you're seeing me crit a lot more than I used to. So that's pretty good. Moving on to the Spite node, the Spite and the Bleed node. Oh god, this node. Oh, this one's tough. I see the 565 void there, and I think these guys are just mean enough to do this. They're just evil enough to put a void here. And of course, they are. So thank you guys for making my life a living hell. This is my least favorite fight, and to be honest, I can't wait to get Aegon to rank 5, because if you put a void here again, Aegon's gonna slay him. So I am playing this really slow. I want to make sure that I limit the amount of special ones he can throw, because they're very hard to punish, but at the same time, I need to be keeping tabs on my combo meter. So I decided to go over the 20 this time, because I'm going to try and get to the next 10, hit number 30, by getting an intercept, and I do get the intercept, and so I'm still at 89%. I do punish that one. I felt pretty confident in the distance that I had. But this void just has so many hit points. On top of this being a 565 champion node 44, which you don't get every day, there is the fact that void just has tons of hit points. You saw I just got a really good intercept there, which I'm able to use to my advantage big time, because I needed to get to the next 10 hits. Now I did that. I used the last 10 hits there to purify myself again. So I'm really on a roll here. Everything's going my way. I do like baiting his special 2. It's actually fairly easy, so I go ahead and do that. And I have another 5 hits. I do take some degen damage, but I'm able to get that done. And I throw the special 2 and lock him down. So I've still got this guy in his corner. This is why I like Vision so much. I get some backdraft intercepts. I need to get up to 89 hits. It looks like I'm going to have to do a special 1 here to get the 90th hit. I should have done that, didn't. Decided to hold for a special 2 because it's a little bit more damage. And I was noticing the clock, right? So I needed some more damage. We still have a minute left in the clock, but he's still at 30% health. So it looks like I'm right on track to get this guy down. But I'm forgetting about Assassin's Range, of course. So another 10 hits goes perfectly. I get that really nice Purify. There is no Limber on this node, which definitely helps. Definitely helps. He is throwing these special ones, which are unblockable. I decided not to punish that one because I evaded too late. I wanted to get that special in there so that I could purify myself, but it just didn't really work. Didn't get the stand-up intercept. Didn't feel confident enough, I guess, and so I had to just throw that special intercepting his own medium. Anyway, we get the purify on hit 130, and it looks like I'm gonna go power through this. I'm gonna go up to 140 before the timer goes. I have to bait the special one more time. I don't want to panic here. This is where you could die. So I throw another 5-hit combo, and luckily it was enough to get him down. That was such a long fight, and you know what? To be honest, I just had the 10% boost on. It didn't even have an invulnerability boost. I just, I don't know. I had the special 3 boost, which may have helped something. I'm not sure. But yeah, that was a good fight. Really good fight from me. I'm pretty proud of that one. But we move on to the Quake. Quake is 455. I have to top sentry off just in case, I haven't seen... Quake has been by and large the most common champion I've seen on this node. And I can almost predict it without even seeing the mini bosses that it's going to be Quake. I haven't died to her yet, so you just have to get an intercept. So once you get the first intercept, you're good. So I got the first intercept, I'm good. I just have to bait the special 1, launch my own special 1, which is going to push her close, and I can get another stand-up intercept here. And she's basically in a rotation where she's going to be throwing her special 1, and I'm going to be punishing her. So I'm not exactly sure... how this is going to work for Quake. I don't need to use my heavy attack here. Luckily, I backed off him fast enough for the concussion not to apply, but even if it did, it would only done a few damage. And I'm lining up a special 2 in order to get sort of evade that concussion if it happened. This is going to be a pretty big special 2. I want to get the dexterity just in case. I get the crit on the first part, but not the second, so it was actually about a 40,000 special 2, which is, respectable. Nothing to sneeze at, but it's not the 100k which is possible at this level. So she's basically dead. She's in assassin's range. If I get a special 1, she'd die, but I don't get to a special 1 before she goes down. Now, guys, I get some boss action. I managed to not spoil it until now. Who knows if I'll spoil it in the title, but we were doing pretty bad, so they decided to give me some practice. The officers, that's what I mean by they. I said, guys, look, I'll take it. I don't feel confident. No, I can't say that, but I do want the practice. So I dueled Medusa. I dueled our very own QC leg like 10 times probably. In preparation for this, I threw some boosts on. One thing that I made a big mistake on is I threw on an invulnerability boost. Now I'm just putting the science boosts on because they really do help on the boss fight, especially when you're packing a punch like I am right now with 5 reality warps and the Aegon synergy. So I throw the invulnerability boost on, and that's good. It's a good thing to have, except for the fact that it doesn't interact with Sentry's signature ability, which is also indestructible. So if your signature ability activates because you slip up, that invulnerability boost also disappears. So I think we might be better off with Power Start 1 with Sentry. That might be better, but we'll have to see. So, or maybe nothing. So I go in here. I do the light intercept on Medusa. I do like that. Shout out to Invincible, like the best YouTuber, or the best. He's got the best skills of any YouTuber, I think. And he kind of put a video out showing this, and this works really well here. So we're going in. We're trying to get these light intercepts to give out, or like stall basically. I get the special 1 just in time. That was really good. That was like a 25,000 damage special 1. Really good. Obviously the power boost only works for special 2s and 3s. That is something we learned last season, but I have steadfast approach, and steadfast approach proccing is the equivalent of just pure bliss. I'm like not even stressed anymore because I have steadfast approach. I'm going to be putting about 100,000 damage into her without taking even 1 damage from myself because I've got the perfect block. So I'm just sitting here waiting for her to do something. Oh, I got clipped. Sentry signature ability saved me, but to be honest, it didn't work or the invulnerability boost also got blown. Now, I knew that throwing that special 2 right there was a mistake, but it was also something that I'm really familiar with. The AI behaves really weird with Sentry special 2, extremely weird. That's another 25k special 1 there, and they never punish him, ever. When he throws a special 2 into their block, it's really weird. So I've got dozens of fights where I can prove that, but it's really strange. Anyway, so throwing the special 2 was pretty low risk there. So I'm hoping I can get back to steadfast approach, and unfortunately it doesn't proc this time. So we really got to fight now. Luckily her living strands goes off. I managed to get back into the fight. I need to throw another 2 or 5 hit combo, and looks like her power bar is just low enough. And look at that crazy damage, and I'm already back up to a special 2. So just stalling here, playing it cool. I get my special 2 now, but she's got living strands, so I do want to wait because she will block it. Medusa will block it. So I'm using the light attack. Now I'm at 39 hits, which means I'm gonna miss 1. So I throw the special 2. The second part crits, but it didn't have the enhanced damage, unfortunately. So I get another special 1 in right before living strands comes out, and we kind of reset. I'm doing really good here, guys. I'm really happy. I'm now in special 1 stance. From what I've seen earlier in this fight, this should kill her. All I have to do is wait out these 3 Furies. So I do wait them out, and look at that. She does go down. I get the solo, my first solo of a Medusa boss with Sentry. Finally. Well, we lost the war. We lost the wars. Scrolls, you guys, good war to you guys. You beat us. I think you guys beat us last time too. So we're just a little bit under you guys' league. Maybe one day we'll step it up, and if you guys make enough mistakes, maybe we can snag a victory. But we made some mistakes too. I'm pretty happy with this one. I used a few potions up to 360 glory. Went 6-0. Which included a mini boss and a boss fight. So I'm separating those out this season just because it makes a little bit more sense, especially with Aegon, who's actually kind of a boss killer. If I do get some boss action with a 565 Aegon, I'll want to probably split that up data-wise. But yeah, anyway, that is it. Season 6 is underway. We got barely any break, which is good or bad. I don't know. That's why I like to stay in the Platinum Alliance, because it doesn't really matter. The wars are pretty much the same in off-season or on-season. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Really long video. Sorry about that. But hey, there was some good footage in there, right? So take care.